Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jones wants to throw to start things out here. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Jones. And he gets this to Thornton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Harris. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Again, it's Harris, and I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. Just their first in this half. We'll step aside and come right back. They run for it with Harris. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Hall to start the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Man open is Robinson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Robinson. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll look to run with Hall, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 4th down, Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 2. On the give, this is Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
On first down, right back to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's swung out wide to Harris. On the move past the 40. There he goes again. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Wilson. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, Jones. Right side, Thornton with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Well, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down, it's Stevenson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 36 yards out. And this one is right through. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Hey, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wilson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris from 3 yards out. And the Patriots take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Hall again on 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And he's got some space here. There he goes right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Throwing again. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for New England, and even 40 yards.
The tackling in this game has not been good so far. We've seen our share of missed tackles. Case in point, that one right there. And that miss led to another big play. I don't know if it's effort, I don't know if it's technique, but they'll have to work on that in practice.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They hand this off to Harris, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Jones. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now Wilson on first down, eluding the pressure right. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
18 more yards there and another first down. They'll give to Hall. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. There he goes left side. He's at the 40. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run with Hall. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Well, 217 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check 50. Check 26. Check 26. Let's go.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus Jones picks it. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes it at the 7. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Hall again on 2nd down. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. My goodness. 232 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Hall again. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So 2nd and 4 from the 22. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the Patriots are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the